Шановні колеги, ми
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. We continue working day at Ukraine Crisis Media Center and the topic of the next press briefing. First time in the Ukraine exhibition and conference Free from Food Ukraine 2016. Our speakers are Olga Naumova, president of all-Ukrainian NGO Ukrainian Coeliac Society, Olga Dontsova, director of the consultancy company Lynx Production, and also the organizer of the conference, Olena Gubska, and director of the Food Resources Institute, National Academy of Sciences of Ukraine, named after Bogomolets, Lyubomir Chomychak, the deputy head of product resources of the Academy of Sciences, and Andriy Dligach, head of Advanter Group. Please, dear speakers, the floor is yours. Olga Naumova is given the floor. Dear colleagues, dear friends, journalists, our today's press conference is dedicated to two big events that will be held during the next week. This is International Day of Coeliac and the first exhibition in the Ukraine Free from Food. International Day of Coeliac is marked on the 16th of May, and this day unites all the communities in which the participants who do not tolerate gluten, and it provides the information to people about gluten, and this patients, these are about 7 million people in Europe and 400,000 in Ukraine. And some people go undiagnosed properly, and these people, they should be diagnosed and information should be provided. And our exhibition, Free from Food, is the exhibition that wants to attract people to the problem of celiac disease, and I would like to give the floor to the vice president of our organization and the person who started the campaign on the gluten-free food. My colleague, please, you are given the floor. Thank you, Olga. Dear colleagues, we are in a very interesting situation, the period when two very serious medical problems appear. The problems of celiac disease, and we work on this problem for more than 10 years. And of course, we believe that some actions are carried out and they are aimed to inform about celiac disease, inform that people cannot tolerate grains, and for them, grains are harmful. And there are people who have some intolerance to grains, and they cannot tolerate gluten, and 1% of person is suffer from celiac disease, and some people are not diagnosed properly and they die from complications, and even there is 6% or even 16% of people who do not tolerate grains. Because these people have such manifestations and malnutrition or constipations or some complications in other areas, anemia, some fractures, delay in the development of children, and many other problems. And that's why many of our campaigns and marking the Day of Celiac Disease is aimed to attract the attention of the public in order that people know about this disease and know the symptoms. And people believe that bread is above all. Of course, bread can be a great danger to those people who cannot tolerate it. So there should be a single approach. People who suffer from celiac disease, they should exclude all the products that contain grains. This is wheat, rye, and maybe partly some other grains. During all their life, they should prevent the use of this product, and they should get only those products that are useful to them, gluten-free products. And there is a category of patients who cannot tolerate grains. They need some special diet, maybe not so strict, because some scientists, they are not so sure for how long this diet should be observed. But the approach towards this disease is the same. And also there will be an exhibition free from food, and there will be a campaign to attract attention of public and producers that can provide our patients and our citizens with special products that they can have that do not constitute threat to their health, and that provide all nutrients to their organism. And I give the floor to Olga Dontsova, who is going to tell us about it. Good afternoon. We are the organizer of the first Ukrainian exhibition Free from Food, Ukraine 2016. This event is important not only for consumers who have special needs and who need special food, but also this is an exhibition for Ukrainian producers, because by law of Ukraine it was established the way of standardized production and introduction of the system of analysis, risk analysis, and this basic system of standards in the food producing area allows prevent abuse and to control the process of management of allergy substances, because gluten is the main threat to people who do not tolerate grains, and this is the most toxic group of substances for those people. And this exhibition will be held on the 26th of May, and this event will be not only for producers of food products who will be the participants and audience and speakers of the conference. This exhibition and conference is aimed towards consumers, Ukrainian consumers. They should see those producers who guarantee gluten-free production and who are able to produce gluten-free products. Also, in the course of the exhibition, there will be information campaign for the audience, and there will be some medical reports, and for 6 hours they will provide information that is important. This information about diet of the patients and improvement of health of patients through good diet. And also the participants will be able to take part in master classes of producers who represent gluten-free and lactose-free hyperallergic products and eco products and organic products. And we are glad to declare that in Ukraine there are a lot of responsible producers who work according to modern European standards of quality control and control of safety, product safety. And I give the floor to Lyubomir Khomychuk, who is one of the experts in this country on food security and safety, the Institute of Food Resources of the Academy of Sciences. Good afternoon, dear friends. As they say, we are what we eat. And many people think that everyone should eat bread. And as my colleague said, today the science goes ahead, and people can consume bread that is gluten-free, and in this exhibition there will be technologies presented that are developed by the researchers, and also the products will always also be presented. Those products you can find you know that the standards now are not observed, but we entered the European space, and the main standards of safety, ICO and other standards, they provide the analysis of all the critical points of production, and the products that will be produced should correspond to the requirements. And we provide people not only with energy, but also we should improve the quality of life of people through this food. So this conference will be interesting for the consumers and for the producers, and we invite everyone, and we invite you for cooperation. And I'm glad that here not only producers are present, but also consumers and researchers. So all the process is involved. So I would like to draw your attention that this is a good example of combination of interests of those who have special requirements, consumers with special needs, and also this is a big multi-billion market, the products that are free from gluten, and for products for people with special needs. And we are going to discuss in the course of our conference the prospects of this market in Ukraine and the direction of export. And also I would like to say that one of the best examples of civil society of Ukraine is the fact that such important problems for people, they are both the challenge and they are also the opportunity to be realized in social sphere. And in this way Ukraine can overcome this problem, and I hope that we will meet at the conference and during the exhibition. Thank you, Andriy. Thank you, dear colleagues. I have several questions. Do I understand correctly that on the 21st of May this conference is going to be held? The Free from Food is going to be conducted Prospect Перемоги 40B. So this is Pushkinsky Exhibition Hall at the territory of Pushkinsky Park. Can you tell us about several participants of this conference and any other detailed information, maybe on Facebook? Of course, there is a reference to the site of the exhibition and to our groups and social media networks and the conference, and it is an international exhibition and conference. A speaker from Great Britain, commercial expert of the National Coeliac Institute, Olena, who is going to tell us about accreditation of products that are gluten-free. Also, there will be some market research presented during the conference, and in the program of the conference there will be qualification, professional training for the producers, and it will be carried out by Mikhail Ivanovich Khomychuk. And we are planning a masterclass gluten-free baking baking. The main expert of this is the laboratory of the Institute of Product Resources, Anastasia Simonova, and other speakers. Thank you, Olga. Do you have other questions? If there are no questions, thank you very much. Till the next time, goodbye. Dear colleagues, that was the last press briefing at Ukraine Crisis Media Center. The information about press briefings for tomorrow will be at our site about 5 p.m. today. Thank you.